This time...
Right, folks.
We're helping two families
Well, let's get straight in then.
who are desperate for space.
Oh, wow.
The garden that keeps on giving.
After almost a year of searching,
Do you really want to stay inside?
They may be keen,
We love it.
but that doesn't mean they're not fussy.
It feels a little bit
Yeah.
cramped.
if we bring the property magic,
We need a rabbit and a hat.
surely it'll all pan out.
Oh, my goodness.
So long as we work together.
My handbag's in there.
This week, we're in Surrey, surprisingly England's most wooded county.
I'm with a couple looking for a home near Epsom where they can put down roots with their 3 young children.
And my couple in Hawley, with 2 youngsters in tow, want a home big enough to entertain their entire family tree.
Have we ever looked for a tree house?
No, but I'd love to.
I would love to. We should do that. Location, 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 tree
There's
house
a show in that,
special.
isn't there?
Definitely.
Well, Surrey does have some of the least affordable areas to live in the UK. But for now, at least, I think we best focus on bricks and mortar.
Average house prices here are almost £650,000, more than double the national average, meaning the average home in this area can cost up to a whopping 12 times the average income.
But our couples love it, and they're prepared to pay a premium to live here. Zimbabwe-born Kim and Ralph first met 25 years ago.
What was it, grade 3?
Grade
or
4.
year 3, grade 4. And, unbeknownst to him, I had this massive crush on him.
She did eventually tell him, 15 years later, after tracking him down using social media. And by that point, she and her family had been living in the UK for almost a decade.
I think it was meant to be that we found each other.
Fate. You mean I found you?
Fast forward 8 years and fate has turned into marriage and 2 children. 4-year-old Rufaro and 1-year-old Chiedza.
2, 3, go!
For finance manager Kim and engineer Ralph, life is pretty much perfect. There's just one little problem. They all live in the 2-bedroom flat that Kim bought just for herself 8 years ago. Oh, and they also work from home.
It's quite cramped.
We have got our offices in the bedrooms.
You don't have the outdoor space that I'd love the kids to have.
I think the corn is almost
Oh,
right.
yeah, it's nearly ready.
Yeah, we got an allotment, so this is the space where we usually have our kids run around, play in the mud.
And pull all the way down.
So we basically use the allotment as a, surrogate garden.
Replicating the outdoor childhood they both had in Zimbabwe is a big priority, and they don't just want a space to fit the 4 of them in.
Family and friends form a huge part of our life. And at the moment, we always need to find somewhere away from our home in order to accommodate everyone. So if we have a house that's got the garden, that's got the space, it will be a total game changer for us.
Kim and Ralph have been hunting for their new home for 10 months.
We've viewed about 15 properties, but it hasn't gone well.
It's been a bit of an emotional roller coaster because you like something and then, someone comes in and, outbids you.
The house is the last piece of the puzzle, definitely. As soon as we get that piece, everything will be nice.
I do love a good jigsaw.
That'll explain the puzzled look.
I hear there's a degree of stress involved in your life at the moment.
Oh, it's absolutely chaotic.
And you've been house hunting for a little while. Have you come close at all?
Yes, we've placed 3 offers.
But unfortunately, it's just not getting there.
Tell us what we're looking for.
We were looking for space. There's a house with 3+ bedrooms and a big garden.
Where would you put the garden in order of your priorities?
I think 1, 2.
1, I would say, yeah.
Really?
I'd say 1 for me, yeah. It's definitely up there. We're going to be there long term, so we're more than happy to do work.
This is the forever home?
Yeah, this is
Yes.
the forever home.
OK. And the budget, tell me about that.
Yeah, so our budget is around 575 and top max is around 625.
10 months of searching, 15 on viewings and 3 offers. It's time we brought this to a close.
Yes,
Yes.
let's
Get it done. Let's get it done.
yeah,
Come on.
let's do it.
You're sounding like a man with a very clear mission.
One I'm determined to complete. They have up to £625,000 to spend on a property with plenty of space to entertain indoors and out.
They also need at least 3 bedrooms and a place for them both to work from home, and wouldn't mind a bit of a project.
They want to be in Hawley, close to family, but are happy to explore other areas, so long as we don't stray too far.
I'll also be staying close to family in Ewell, circling the southwest of London, but covering a tad more miles. Elise and Elliot have a lovely big search area and a few must-haves.
We need 4 bedrooms because we need a space for an office and we need a driveway.
What about the open plan kitchen?
Oh yes, my
That's
open
number
plan
one.
kitchen is number 1, but the 4 bedrooms and a driveway are also number 1.
Always handy to know what you want.
As long as you know you can't always get it all.
There's probably some compromises we need to make, but I don't know if I'm willing.
That may explain why, after 10 months of searching and over 30 viewings, Elliot, who works in animation, and full-time mum Elise are currently camping out with their 3 children, Levi, Joe and Amber, at Elliot's parents' home.
We've been here with the grandparents for 3 months and so far going well.
But obviously, we need to find our own place.
They've already sold their 3-bedroomed property, putting them in the best possible buying position.
They're also fully prepared to wait for the perfect home. And as a couple, they've already proved that having patience is indeed a virtue.
So we first met at church. Elise was over on a 2-year working visa from Australia. I think towards the end, I developed feelings for her. I knew that, inevitably she was going to have to go home. So I didn't say anything. She left. I was gutted.
Various circumstances brought me back. And then we started dating, got engaged, got married, and married 7 years now.
7 years to the day.
A new home would certainly make the perfect anniversary gift.
Well, they've got up to £650,000 to spend. But with such a large search area and a wish list to match, it's going to be tough, with a capital T.
The house can't be moved, so we want it in the right location, and then we can put our own touches on it and make it a better house.
And we're willing to do work on the property,
Yeah.
we're open to that so that we could improve it in future,
Yeah.
as long as it has the potential.
Opening the door to a doer-upper should help.
I appreciate the optimism, Phil. I think I might just need it.
What do you think at this point is holding up the purchase of a new property?
We can't find what we want in our budget.
OK.
Maybe we have too many requirements, I don't know, but we're looking to try not to compromise.
Right, OK. What have you seen that's come close to what you want? Has there been a loved and lost property? Has there
There's been a loved but too expensive.
Yeah.
That's not an exclusive club, just... OK, so how much too expensive?
About 50 grand.
Too much, yeah.
OK.
Yeah.
What was the thing it had which made you think, oh, if only we had an extra 50 grand?
It was very large.
Very large.
Right.
It had the open plan. 4 bedrooms were all on one level.
So it had a number of the things that we're looking
yeah,
for.
close.
Did you make an offer?
We haven't.
We haven't yet.
What was
no.
it on at?
Originally 725,
Ooh.
and then they dropped it to 7.
And it's still on market.
Yeah.
So your top pip squeaking is 650. And you haven't thought, let's just make an offer for the maximum we can afford and see what happens.
I think we just didn't want to insult them, because...
Yeah, I think that was...
Elliot, have you got any heritage that isn't British?
No.
No.
Does it show?
Not. Yes, it does show. Oh, well, I've got to love you. Honestly, you know what? We need to keep this property in mind
Okay.
because nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yeah.
Areas.
No more than 25 to 30 minutes from your area where the grandparents are.
Right.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Yeah, because more than that would be madness.
We need their help.
Yeah.
And it sounds like they need your help too, Kirsty. They love a house they can't afford, and there's not much sign of compromise so far.
Well, I've never been one to shy away from a challenge. They have up to £650,000 to spend on a 4-bedroomed house that must have an open-planned layout and a driveway.
They want to be close to Elliot's parents in Ewell and wouldn't mind a doer-upper.
Well, you're beautifully perched on a picnic rug. You're planning a decent week, are you?
No, I have work to do. How are your house hunters?
They're in a bit of a pickle. Both of them work from home.
Oh.
They've got 2 kids, and they're crammed in a 2-bed flat. So they want a lot more space, and they want to live in Hawley. How about you?
Couple who had a third child quicker than anticipated, so they sold up to find somewhere bigger and have been living with 3 small children with his parents.
So they'll be mustard keen. You'll have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
You would think, wouldn't you? But he said to me he didn't want to compromise.
Well, after that long living with parents,
You
someone will
once
compromise.
go to a hotel when your parents-in-law were living with you.
We don't talk about that. How do you even remember that? It was such a long time ago.
I retain these pieces of information to torture you with, Phil.
Anyway, come on. We haven't got time for a picnic.
I know. Onwards and upwards.
I'm kicking off Kim and Ralph's search in Hawley. It's where they live now, and it's where they want to stay. They love the community. Their son, Rafaro, has just started school here, and this house is within easy reach for everyone for those all-important family gatherings.
I understand you're familiar with this road.
Yeah, we did make an offer 3 doors down.
Didn't go your way.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, it
outbid.
didn't go away.
This isn't actually on the open market yet. It'll hit the market in a day or 2.
Okay.
Oh, that's really good.
So you're in a great spot.
Okay. Super excited, super chuffed. I'm happy.
Let's get on in.
I knew the location would get a big tick, and I have no concerns about the inside.
The open-plan living and dining area is light and bright and big enough to entertain everyone.
And the garden, which we know is crucial, is an absolute cracker. It's long and sunny for al fresco get-togethers, with hidden areas for the kids to explore.
The kitchen has had a recent upgrade. And upstairs there are 2 large doubles, a decent single and a ready-made office.
It's due to hit the market in a couple of days at their maximum spend of £625,000, and I predict it'll be popular.
Now, see what you make of this as a first viewing.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
Wow.
It's really nice. Yeah, I love it.
The light.
So the light.
The light is incredible.
It's in absolutely tip-top condition. Given that the garden is very much high on the list of priorities, should we have a look at that next?
Yes,
please.
yeah, no, definitely.
Looking forward to it.
Southwest facing, beautiful long garden. It's really pretty, it's really attractive.
We love it.
Actually, keep coming.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So hidden behind this hedge, the garden actually gets a lot better.
Well, the play area there and then
Yeah.
the garden here.
Yeah.
It's the garden that keeps on giving.
How about that?
Yeah, fantastic.
Well, you have an explore in the bedrooms. I'll catch you up.
Hats off to you, Phil. That is the way to start a property search.
Amazing.
Okay, nice big bedroom. I'll never get stressed in my life.
Yeah, no. I mean, waking up to this, it's incredible. Love it. I could move in right as it is now.
Yeah.
The danger of showing somebody something this good right at the beginning is that they then think that I'm about to replicate it and everything's going to be like this. But I had to do it here because in a couple of days' time, there's going to be people crawling all over this one. It's a very strong start and they love it. What's not to love?
2 big bedrooms, which we wanted.
Which we wanted,
Perfect.
yeah. All singing, all dancing at the top of the budget. I'm happy with this.
You may not need to replicate it, Pip. You could have a sale on your hands right now.
So, how are we doing first up?
When do we sign?
Yeah, I think it's
Got the
seems
feeling?
like, yeah, you did your homework. You ticked like almost every box.
Kim looks so pleased.
I am. I really am. I really am.
I'm delighted.
Yeah.
What are we going to do for the next few
Yeah,
days?
Yeah, you
Well,
need
we
to
can
improve.
just all sit,
Well, no,
we can sit in the garden and then just put our feet up.
We know what this is. We know it hits the mark, but it is top of budget. I want to show you other things to compare it with.
And now you're going to make it difficult for us. You're giving us good problems now.
If I can present you with good problems,
Yes,
that's fine. You only need to buy one house.
Yeah, just the one.
Well, let's move on.
I think I may have gone for a feet up in the garden option.
That's because you haven't seen my next offering. It's an absolute corker. Or, as Ralph would say, a good problem.
We're in Surrey. I'm with Elise and Elliot and their 3 children, who are currently living with Elliot's particularly patient parents. That can't go on forever. They need a new home sharpish.
And I'm with Kim and Ralph, who have outgrown their flat and need somewhere big enough to parent the way they please and party with friends and family whenever they want.
Elise and Elliot, very wisely, want to stick as close as possible to Elliot's parents. So we're starting just 4 miles away in Epsom, a historic market town sandwiched between the City of London and the rolling Surrey hills.
So, what were you just saying as we were walking up about this house?
We drove by and disregarded it. But I did like online the size.
Yeah, it was mainly the uncertainty on the location, wasn't it?
Location,
That was the main thing.
Do you still feel uncertain about the location?
Not sure. The street's really nice.
You know, if people are spending £600,000 plus on these houses, they're going to be looking after them.
Yeah.
I do really want to see inside.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Cool.
May not be their favourite part of town, but if they can make friends with it, this place would be perfect for them.
They are keen to take on a project, and this place has masses of potential and could easily give them the open plan layout they crave.
Upstairs, there are the 4 bedrooms they've asked for, and with a lick of paint or a roll of wallpaper, they could be beautiful. It's being marketed for offers in excess of £600,000, so well within their maximum spend of £650,000.
So, take a left there. I think this room should absolutely be kept separate. And that door should be closed up.
Okay.
It's this wall that needs to come down. This is your big open plan sitting room.
Nice.
And you can really see how big it is.
Yeah.
By closing up the door of the dining room, they could create a cosy snug. Then, if they remove the walls, separating the living room and kitchen, they would have a wonderful, family-friendly space.
So now you're in it, do you want to see upstairs?
Yeah, I'm excited to see
Yeah, I
more.
want to see upstairs as well.
Go and have a look
Yeah.
and see what you think.
It sounds like the inside could win them over.
Oh, I like this landing.
Yeah. Nice and wide.
I like this house. It's a really good-sized house with a good-sized garden. I understand the nervousness of the area, but there is always that jump. You know, the fact of the matter is that what they want at the budget they've got means there has to be a compromise somewhere.
Oh, this is nice.
Oh, wow.
This is a really good size.
Really nice big room.
They can't get rid of any of their children. They can't suddenly start not working from home. So location may be the compromise they have to make.
Oh, this is really good.
Oh, wow.
Buggy can be parked here.
Actually, that is pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah.
You got the little toilet.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's big, isn't it?
It is.
Really good size.
Yeah.
Do you think it was worth seeing inside?
I do, yeah.
It's capable of ticking, perhaps even all the boxes. I think it's the area, isn't it? That's the one thing we need to kind of check out and get clear on.
So it's on at 600,000. I think you could get it for a bit less.
Okay.
That's really positive.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
Okie
Cool,
doke.
thank you.
Okay,
Janice.
good. I'm super pleased they've given this house a chance. Size-wise, it's comparable to the one they love but can't afford. They just need to warm up to the area.
Thankfully, area will not be an issue for the next property I'm taking Kim and Ralph to, because we're sticking to their top spot of Hawley. And this 3-bed semi-detached is the house we're heading for.
So what are we, less than 5 minutes from the other house?
Yes, yeah.
Much quieter street. But I have
Very
set
beautiful
up a real dilemma for you here. This is a probate sale. Given that, it's in pretty good condition.
Yes,
But it is a
looks in
big
good nick.
project, loads of potential. Asking price is just under 500.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Shall we see what's inside?
I think Kim seems nervous.
Perhaps, but they have previously offered on a project, so I'm confident they'll be up for the challenge. Downstairs, there's currently a long living room front to back and a smaller kitchen. It's all crying out to be reconfigured.
Upstairs, there are 3 bedrooms, but they could add more by extending outwards or into the loft.
And the garden is as good, if not better, than Property 1.
It's on the market for just shy of £500,000, £125,000 below their top spend, leaving a healthy pot to fund a serious renovation.
Big, generous hallway
Yep.
through to slightly skinny
Oh, okay.
living room.
Yep.
But this is not about what you see here right now.
Yeah.
This is about the opportunity of what you could make it.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see what walls we can knock down.
We have to get
Let's see
our
the
vision
potential.
goggles out. Yeah.
Well, pop 'em on, because this place is packed with potential. If they created a living room to the front and then knocked down the wall between the existing living room and kitchen, they'd have a fantastic open-plan family area. They could also seek planning permission to extend out for even more space to entertain.
Give me your gut feel about taking on a project of this size.
We're not intimidated by, taking on a project, so yeah, I'm happy, but we'll need to just see a little bit more.
Fine.
Yeah.
Why don't you do that? Have a look around upstairs. 3 bedrooms at the moment. Obviously, could be many more. I'll meet you in the garden. The garden is sensational. That's not going to disappoint.
Okay, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone might need to borrow my sledgehammer.
I see why they're saying there's great potential with this property. So you can expand all the way. Yeah, it will be a lot of work, but I think it can be done.
Just see where Kirsty is.
Hello, hello.
How are you getting on?
I'm getting on fine, but rumour has it that you have been doing some exciting work that's in a similar vein to some of my greatest work.
Oh, really? Some of your greatest work?
Some of my greatest work, yes.
You love it. The potential here is huge, and they're not fazed by it, actually.
Okie doke. So what you're saying is I shouldn't bother dashing over to see you because you're already halfway through house number 2 and you've got some thinking to do.
They're going to have some thinking.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, well, keep me posted.
Yeah, we'll do.
Okay,
All right,
brilliant.
lots of love.
Bye.
Rest assured, my sledgehammer is only ever a phone call away.
Small kitchen.
You definitely open up the space
Yeah,
and put an island here.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
And it's sounding like you might need it.
Well, the garden doesn't disappoint. It's another big one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
doesn't
is, yeah.
indeed.
And
okay.
again, it's got
No.
a secret bit at the back.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Come and have a look at this.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
This
hideout.
is fantastic.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult for us to make a decision.
Wowzers.
Where are your head's at?
Yeah, to be honest, you just made it difficult for us.
This is another cracking property. Yeah.
And I've got other things lined up. So let's leave it there for today.
Okay, all right.
Don't stress about it.
All
Okay,
right.
no, that's good.
Yeah?
No, good problems are still problems, Phil. Yeah.
I think we may have found a new tagline, Pip.
If good problems mean good properties, then I'm happy with that.
Elise and Elliot are yet to give the area of property 1 the thumbs up. So I'm playing it safe and taking them to Yule. Pretty much on the doorstep of the grandparents, but also a step up in terms of area. In fact, the average house prices here are significantly higher than in the area of property 1. And that means fewer bricks for your buck. But even though their budget doesn't stretch as far, we've found this smart semi-detached house.
Now, rumour has it that you looked at a house down the road.
That's right, yeah.
We did.
So you're happy with this area?
Yeah, we do
Yeah.
like this area. Yeah.
Well, you're looking much more smiling. Good. Well, let's get straight in then.
Great.
A better start?
Well, let's hope those smiles stay put. The ground floor is completely open plan and really tastefully decorated. But I've got an idea that could make it even better. There are doors leading onto a very sweet garden.
Upstairs, there are 3 bedrooms on the first floor and a fantastic main suite in the converted attic. It's being marketed for offers in excess of, but we've been informed that their top spend of £650,000 could be enough to secure it.
Now, do you remember when we went into the last house, there was a sitting room?
Yep.
OK, so straight off, put this wall back up.
Yeah.
That would totally change this room. It would go from being just a corridor to being a room with a fantastic bit of storage at the end, a lovely long table fitted right into that space. Then here, sofa.
It feels a little bit
Yeah.
cramped, but yeah, I don't know, maybe with these design changes,
Yeah.
maybe it would feel a bit different.
It would feel completely different.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure of it, even with that.
So you're looking at this and thinking too small,
I think I am
but you do pay more
for the area.
for the area. But go and have a look upstairs, because I think the more you look, the more you get your eye in.
Yeah, cool.
House hunting around one of the least affordable areas in the UK means even with their generous budget, they can't get everything they want.
Yeah,
Good space.
It's not bad,
It's
is
really
it?
good
Yeah.
space.
Elliot worried me initially when he said that they were looking to not compromise. I'm not entirely sure how you can house hunt with zero compromise.
We'd be up here. And then
I
we'd have
guess,
to
yeah. Yeah.
boys and Amber on the other.
On the floor underneath.
Yeah.
It could work. It's not impossible.
No.
It is a nice space up here.
Upstairs has got a big tick, hopefully big enough to make up for the smaller downstairs.
Did anything work inside the house?
The upstairs
Yeah.
was much better than the downstairs, and we want the downstairs to be the big space.
Yeah.
It's this you're looking for,
Yeah.
not this.
Yeah.
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 Right, okay, so we need a rabbit and a hat. Maybe Mr. Spencer can help us. We'll see.
Pip, grab your waistcoat and your wand. We need some magic.
Or a lesson in compromise.
Sometimes those two feel like the same thing. We're in the glorious county of Surrey. I'm with Elise and Elliot, who are struggling to accept they will have to make compromises or they'll be living with Elliot's parents indefinitely.
If property 1 is still in the running, it's a 3-legged race. Property 2 is out. So, it's fingers crossed for property 3.
It's 2 out of 2 for us, and we're only halfway through, so this is gonna get interesting.
Kim and Ralph are desperate for space. They have nowhere to work and nowhere to play. Properties 1 and 2 both scored top marks. But with the first house being turnkey top of budget and the second being cheaper but needing a lot spent on it, I want to show them a slightly more affordable option and see if that measures up. We're heading to Smallfield, a charming little village on the edge of their favourite location, Hawley. And we've come here to this cracking bungalow.
I take it you know where we are. Well, you're familiar with Smallfield, aren't you?
Yes.
How long do you reckon into Hawley? 5 minutes?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any opinions on a bungalow?
Love a bungalow.
Yeah, we love
Don't
it.
mind that. Yeah.
Grew up
Good,
in
good.
a bungalow.
Let's get in.
Okay.
This is a very different option for them, and depending how big they want to go, this could really work. The open plan living, dining and kitchen is all top spec and really well designed. It's arguably the best entertaining space I've shown them so far.
And it does have the 3 bedrooms they've asked for, although they're on the smaller side. But with the added bonus of a conservatory, there's still plenty of areas for the kids to play. Outside, the garden is big enough for family and friends to be entertained. And there's a workshop that could easily be transformed into a garden office.
It's on the market for £600,000, 25 grand under their maximum spend of 625.
Come on in. Big, generous hallway.
Very light.
Through to a lovely, spacious, light, bright, open plan.
Okay. Light,
Just
light,
windows
light
everywhere.
in here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes.
So it's in the budget, it's in the middle of the budget, it's 600,000 is what they're asking.
Okay. Yeah.
Does it give you any good feeling coming in here?
Yes, because of the light, windows everywhere.
Yeah.
We like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think there's more to see for me. I think I'm on the fence a little bit. But yeah, we'll see.
Have a
Let's
look around the bedrooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll see you in the conservatory.
On the fence is not a no.
Very good size, yeah.
Yeah.
It can fit in, yeah.
It will fit, but there'll be barely any room.
I really wanted to be able to show them something that sat in between properties 1 and 2 in terms of its price and condition, which this does. I think they quite like it. I think they're being polite. I'm not seeing any buying signals quite yet. Hi up.
Hello.
Should we check out the garden?
Yes,
Yes.
let's.
The garden doesn't match up with the other properties. But the actual plot size, because you've got that massive front
Yes,
garden,
yeah.
it kind of almost does. How does that
So-
sit with you?
I'm not feeling it. There's really no scope to expand.
It's definitely a nice properties, but I
Yeah.
think the bedrooms, I think they're not that big.
This may not be the one, but that still leaves you 2 strong contenders.
As things stand, is there a front runner between property 1 and property 2?
For
Yes.
me, it's got to be property 2 for
Yeah.
now because it's just that scope.
Property 2 is definitely has
Yeah.
great potential.
You know, we've got tomorrow together.
Yeah.
If I could find something else with potential, that would be more interesting to you than another 3 or 4 bed house.
Yeah,
Okay.
somewhere where we can, change things around a bit.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
I'm on
Okay.
it.
All right. We'll leave it in your capable hands.
Thank you. Who told you that?
Well, it wasn't me, but I could do with some capable hands on my side of the search.
I'm on my way.
We're still in Yule. Elise and Elliot love it, and it's not hard to see why. It's got lovely independent shops and eateries and a really friendly feel. No big surprise then that suitable property stock is very low. But we have come across this gem of a house which seems to tick most of their boxes.
It has plenty of downstairs living space that could be opened up further to create an even more open-plan feel. And there's already an office for Elliot. Upstairs has everything they've asked for, with those all-important 4 bedrooms.
It's the only detached house we've found. It's very close to the size of property 1, and it's in their top spot of Ewell. It's on the market for £670,000, but we believe they could secure it for their top spend of £650,000. But, as the saying goes, if it sounds too good to be true...
Hello.
Hold on, I'm just checking my phone. I'm waiting for a call. So house number 1, they'd done a drive-by and discounted it, but actually they were quite happy to see inside it. And they're still thinking about the area, but I don't think they really are. House number 2, nah. House number 3,
This.
yes, except it turns out they have already seen this.
Oh, no.
With their tight budget and long wish list, it's not that much of a surprise that they've seen this property. It doesn't happen to us often, but it does happen. Elliot and Elise didn't feel the love for this house and have discounted it, but it really was my last option for them. Although I do have a plan B.
There was this loved and lost house, which when I first met them, I said, for God's sake, make an offer. They were like, well, what if it's insulting? And I was like, oh, it doesn't matter, just make an offer. So now I'm waiting to hear whether we can go in.
So there's no point waiting here?
Can you be the one person who's not putting any pressure on me?
Absolutely.
OK?
No pressure from me.
Right, OK.
Let's get out of here. Goodbye, house.
My handbag's in there.
The house they love that's over budget is also in Ewell, and I can see why they can't quite get it out of their heads.
It has a modern kitchen and dining room, with an additional sitting room and a conservatory. Upstairs, there's a main bedroom with ensuite, 2 further double bedrooms, and a small 4th, ideal for Elliot's office. Some bits are a little dated, but the gardens are cracking size with lots of areas for the little people to explore.
The sticking point is, of course, the price. Offers in excess of £700,000. But it's been on the market for 8 months, so they may be ready to take an offer. And after a call with their mortgage advisor, Elise and Elliot have some news on their budget.
You think you might be able to come up to 675?
We think so.
Essentially, 48 hours in, you've come to the conclusion that the loved and lost house is still your top house.
Yes,
That's right,
yes,
yeah.
that's
Yep.
right.
Well, good, we've learnt something. We're going to go and we're going to talk it through.
If nothing else, it gives you confidence that what you've seen actually is probably quite good.
That's
But-
right.
But it is price sensitive.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm going to leave you to it. Have a council of war and let me know.
Thank you, Phil.
I've heard from the agent and we can't get in today, but I don't think these two need another look. If Elise and Elliot want that house, I will do everything I can to help them get it.
Over with Kim and Ralph, we have 2 great properties in the running. I can afford a bit of a gamble, so I'm taking them a 10-minute drive away from Hawley to the hamlet of Norwood Hill. It's surrounded by Surrey countryside, there's a cracking pub, and the average house price here is a staggering £1 million. The area might be new to them, but I'm confident they'll love the project potential of this house.
Right, folks. My last throw of the dice is this.
Okay.
It's currently a 2-bed, 1-bath. It's
Okay.
got existing planning permission to turn it into a 3-bed, 3-bath house.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's on the market for 450,000.
Oh, wow. Okay. This setting.
How about that?
Yeah.
The view,
Oh, my
definitely.
goodness.
Yeah. It's proper Surrey countryside.
Yes. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Absolutely,
We couldn't
the
have put
view.
this on our wish
Yeah.
list. No chance.
That is spectacular.
But yeah,
Yeah.
amazing.
Should we just get in and have a look? I want to
Let's,
show you around.
please,
Yeah, let's-
please, yeah, let's.
Well, someone's eager.
The location is a winner, so now it's down to just how much renovation they're willing to take on. There's already a decent-sized downstairs, with a small sitting room and then a living, dining and kitchen area.
The only bathroom is also downstairs, because all that's upstairs are 2 bedrooms, albeit big ones.
The garden isn't as generous as the first 2 properties, but it's big enough for a family barbecue. It's on the market for £450,000, 175 grand under their maximum spend of 625. But they would need it all to bring this property up to scratch.
So currently we have living room that way, dining and then kitchen. But this would, under the plans, all be opened up.
Okay, yeah.
All the way through.
Okay,
Kitchen diner.
This is reminding me of
Yes,
my
yeah.
dad's place in Zimbabwe. So it's, yeah, I'm getting some sort of vibes, yeah.
Ralph?
Yeah. No, I think there's a big opportunity also.
Yeah. That view, your outside dining space, it will be incredible. I think it could be a cracking property.
It could.
Yeah.
You could get it at the
could.
right price. Let's have an explore.
Okay.
And then I'll get the plans out.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
They don't seem daunted at all. This is a big project. It'd be a phenomenal home if they were to pull it off. But it is a big project.
I feel like I've been transported back in time with this one.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the plans now.
Yeah.
But what a potential payoff. The location is idyllic and the property could be picture perfect.
Oh, my goodness.
More problems.
More problems, more good problems. It's a great house. It's good. I do wonder if it's too much of a project for us, but it's
Let's wait and see.
a good house.
It's a lot to consider. Those plans will either seal the deal or have them running for the Surrey Hills.
Come and have a look at these. Externally, they've put this bit on the front, so it comes out to the same size as that porch.
Yep.
Downstairs, that beautiful big kitchen, dining room, that'll be lovely. So that would be a main bedroom and ensuite on the top level.
The planning permission is to create a 3-bed, 3-bathroom home. That would involve extending outwards to the front, making space for 2 ensuite bedrooms on the first floor. The 3rd bedroom and bathroom would then be created in the attic space. Downstairs, the living room stays as is, with the addition of an orangery to the side. And the kitchen dining room opened up to create a fantastic living and entertaining space.
And the quote is for 150 to 200,000 pounds to build it.
Yep.
I don't know, how did you feel inside and the kind of size of the project?
Yeah, I think it may be too much of a project for us, but it's definitely thrown a spanner in the works, that's for sure.
More problems. I've realised I've produced a number of different options.
Yeah.
And probably a few quandaries and dilemmas, but I'm here to help you through those.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
I've thrown everything at Kim and Ralph. I just hope I haven't confused them so much they won't be able to decide what they want.
We're in Surrey with 2 sets of house hunters, both of which have found properties they love.
I left Kim and Ralph with a lot to think about. They've decided property 4 is too big a project, but have gone back for a second look at property 1 and property 2.
I do feel that I've presented you with some challenging decisions.
Yep.
Where are you at?
With property 1, we can't fault it, but I think property 2 gives us a challenge that we want.
I've absolutely no doubt that can be a
Yeah.
spectacular house. It's been on the market about a week. Nobody else has seen it yet, and it's on at just under the 500,000.
Okay.
Have you got numbers in mind? Have you got approaches in mind? Or
Well, I'm known for my cheeky offers, so I think for us, with all the work that's involved, I think a good starting point will be 450.
Cheeky,
But Ralph
cheeky.
has other ideas,
Ralph.
right?
Yeah, I was
try.
thinking something around 470, 475.
yeah, that's where my mind was at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great minds.
I think 450 isn't going to give them anything
Yeah.
to think about.
I know.
They're just going to go no.
Yeah.
470, 475. They're going to have a conversation. They're going to have a thing.
Yeah.
If I was them, I'd hold out for a bit more, but I think it's a really good starting point.
Okay. 470 at least to, you know.
Fine, let's go
Yeah.
for it. 470. I've got it.
Okay. You've got it.
I've got it.
All right. We've got faith in you. We've got
Yeah.
faith in you.
Hi, John. It's Phil. So we've had a long chat, and I'm pleased to say I do have an offer for you. The number that they came up with is 450. I've encouraged them, look, we're going to do some business. I don't think you're going to buy it at 450. I think it's probably worth a bit more than 450. So I have negotiated them up to 470, but that's as far as we can realistically go. Okay, thanks. Thanks, bye. He's going to jump on it now.
All we can do is wait.
Elise and Elliot know exactly which house they want. They've upped their budget by 25 grand to £675,000, but it's on at offers in excess of 700. So we're still at least 25 grand off.
Why has that house stood up above all the other 30 things you've seen?
I think it ticked a lot of boxes. It was always the one in the back of our minds every time we'd see another one.
Yeah.
It's not as good as this. It's not as good as this.
Yeah, it slightly ruined us, actually.
Yeah. I think we've got to get on with it, haven't we?
I think so.
Make an offer.
We've just got to fight for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we want to.
And I think we want to.
Yeah.
I think we want to at 675.
Because it can't be loved and lost unless you've really tried to reel it in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, I'm already quite familiar with David, the lovely statement, because I was trying to get us into the house today so I could have a look.
It's not often I offer on a house I haven't seen, but no two searches are the same.
David, unusual, I know, but I have an offer for you. It's a very, very serious offer. They are absolutely rock solid on that house. They've sold their house. They have got everything ready to go. They have come up with 675, and I would really, 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 really like it to be seriously considered. It's not just putting their toe in the water. It's not the initial offer. It is the absolute maximum amount. They're not in any doubt that it's the house for them, 100%. Okay, thank you so much. You've been so helpful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, bye. Given the circumstances and the fact that we're making an offer that's lower, he reckons we won't hear anything till tomorrow.
I mean, you gave it everything there.
Yeah, we punched it through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do not lose any sleep over this.
No.
It is what it is. You've
Yeah.
made the best
That's right,
offer.
I believe that.
You've done it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You've
That's
made
right.
a good offer.
Everything.
You've done what we said we'd do.
Yeah. Cool.
That's all we can do.
We can drink to considered offers.
I like that.
Considered
offers.
With Kim and Ralph, we may yet hear back today. Their offer of 470,000 is in, but that's 30 grand under the asking price.
Hi, John. What news? Yeah. Yeah, we have. Okay. Congratulations, John, and congratulations, us. Deal agreed. Thank you very much indeed. Fantastic. Brilliant. Thank you so much. Bye. I can't believe that. Genuinely can't believe that.
Amazing, amazing.
470 accepted because you've got nothing to sell and because you're a family unit and that's what they wanted to sell to. So
Amazing.
Many congratulations.
10 months of searching finally brought to an end. Job done.
It's a new day and we're still waiting for news on Elise and Elliot's offer of £675,000, 25 grand under asking. But that has given them a chance to revisit the house. And it's just made them love it even more. And we finally have news on their offer.
Amazing! Thank you. Thank you so much.
Brilliant news, offer accepted, 25 grand under asking.
And the moral of the story is,
If you don't offer, you can't get. Four weeks later, Kim and Ralph are already full steam ahead, planning what their new home could be like.
This project is really exciting for us, and on a scale of 1 to 10, I think it will probably be a 12. We're super excited.
We're planning to extend sideways. Above the kitchen, we would want to put the master bedroom.
And that will look out to the garden because our garden is amazing. That's the main reason why we bought the property.
They're due to get the keys in just 6 weeks.
The first thing that we'll do, I think, when we move in is get the whole family together,
they're all looking forward to coming to the new house and joining us for a special occasion as soon as we move in.
It's the perfect end to a very long search.
I would like to say thank you very much to Phil.
For giving us a home that we know we're going to love. I think if you come back in 20 years, you find us there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a forever home to me.
For Elise and Elliot, the shock of buying a house they thought was out of their reach is still sinking in.
I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was amazing, honestly.
It's a property we'd been thinking about for probably like 6, maybe 7 months.
Yeah, it is a lot. It's a bit of a fairy tale, honestly. It's like a dream come true.
Their only compromise was on budget, but that's got them everything else they'd hoped for.
It ticks so many of our boxes, more than we ever thought we
Yeah.
could on our budget.
Including sticking close to grandparents.
Elliot's parents are absolutely delighted that we're just so close to them. I've been really excited exploring the area where we're moving and visiting a lot of different church toddler groups with my kids and getting to know other mums in the area, which is really good.
They should be moving in around 12 weeks, and I couldn't be happier for them.
Thank you so much, Kirsty, for making that offer for us and giving us the courage to go for our dream home.
Yeah, thank you, Kirsty. I really want you to know that. We're so grateful.
And you are both so very welcome.
If you'd like help finding your next home, then we want to hear from you. You can apply online at channel4.com/takepart.